Okay, so hi, I'm Craig Cannon, and I'm a painfully awkward person. Tonight I'm going to talk to you guys about how to collaborate with awkward people in the context of this thing I run called Comedy Hack Day. So as Brady mentioned, I used to work at The Onion, but I was actually the graphics editor. So I made stuff like this. And working there, I had a bunch of friends who were like comedy writers and stuff, and I would spend my weekends at hackathons making friends with developers. So I realized I had these two types of friends, both really awkward. And then I realized like they had a lot more in common than I thought. But at the core of both of these practices is this idea of like collaboration. Forking and riffing are essentially the same thing. So I wanted to bring everyone together, all my friends effectively, for this thing that I started called Comedy Hack Day, which is a hackathon where we just build funny stuff. And we've done a few so far, and tonight I'm just going to show you a couple of the projects and then teach you how to bring all these people together if you have awkward friends too. So apparently people love to click on headlines like this. So at the Media Lab hackathon, people made Clicksterbait, which is an automatic clickbait generator. I thought that was pretty awesome. So I made a thing afterwards called BaitBlock, which is ad block for clickbait. You can install it in Chrome and just flag tweets and stuff. And once it hits a certain threshold, it's blocked for everyone who's got the extension installed. So I thought that was pretty awesome. So now if you want to run your own awkward event, wrangling nerds is really difficult, especially in the beginning because they're very skeptical. So you have to seem cool and you have to seem open to letting them do whatever they want, effectively. So in the beginning, what you need to do is find people at the core of these groups because they have a couple friends, and then they invite their friends, and then they invite their friends. And all of a sudden you have like 20 or 30 people, and then people who like to stand on the edges of the room might come to your thing. And what's critical in running an event is stacking the deck a little bit because no one wants to go to a bad thing. So it's okay to cheat a little bit. I invite a bunch of my Onion writer friends, and they do pretty well, so sorry. Also, in running these things, you need to be a human. So when you communicate with people, don't send emails from info@whateveryourwebsite.com. Send it from your name and reply to people. It helps a lot when people are feeling uncomfortable. Also, this moment is terrifying for people like me. Empty room. This is when people show up a little bit early and they don't know what to do, so you need to figure out how to make them feel comfortable in a matter of minutes. First thing you can do, give them a job. Really simple stuff. Stacking chairs, saying hi to people, low-level tasks so they can kind of like do something with their hands and then maybe talk to someone or meet someone, which they probably wouldn't do anyway. And so now everyone's working together, whatever. Your main job in this scenario is to just be helpful. Because people like myself often don't like ask for help. You just have to go up to them and say like, are you okay? What can I do for you? Second thing, you're getting ready for people to show their work. Obviously, life hack, put liquids into cups. But you can provide people alcohol, make them feel a little bit more comfortable, because that's the goal in this situation. So when people are demoing their work and they're kind of like expressing themselves creatively, most of these kids didn't go to art school, so you need to make the room feel very comfortable and open. So just assume everyone's going to fail, and when people do well, congratulate them. Also, you have to plan for people being really weird. What's going to happen is like you can't predict it. So all you do is make sure cool people are there and then just relax, and that's your job. Because seriously, stuff like this is going to happen. This was at the Media Lab, and it was a toilet that modulated the sounds of you peeing and into a symphony. It was called Pizzicato Privy. It was awesome. But I was like, I don't know if this is going to work out. So your event's really cool, and it's awesome, and it's fun. And it's like, oh, this is great. And you think you're done, but you're not, because this is the point where you really get everyone. You get them to love you because you start giving shout-outs to people with 4 Twitter followers. And they're like, oh, my God, Comedy Hack Day. Oh, this is great. And then you ask them to help you, because most people want to help you. They just don't know how. So just keep it super simple and say like, hey, invite one friend to the next Comedy Hack Day in San Francisco or Berlin or whatever. And that's how to run an awkward event with creative people. So thanks. I'm Craig Cannon.